All right, let's have a look at the zero index law. Again, we've kind of gone over this, so this is a tutorial just to help you review. What does it mean? Well, we break it down. Here we have this example, okay? 3 to the power of 4 over 3 to the power of 4. We know from our previous lesson that when you have a, and you have, we have our exponents like 4 and 2, we know that we take the 4 and we subtract it from the 2, and we're going to have a to the power of 2. Okay? Likewise, and that's a review, okay? You can see the other tutorials. So, therefore, we're breaking it down and having a look at 3 to the power of 4 and 3 to the power of 4. We know that what we do with the 4s is we subtract them. So it's going to be 3, 0. We also know that 3 to the power of 4 and 3 to the power of 4 is the same as we see there, 81 over 81. We also know that 81 divided by 81 is 1. Okay? We also know from our previous tutorials and examples, that we take the 4 when we're dividing numbers with exponents or letters with exponents. We subtract the exponents. So we take the 4 and we subtract it, and we are going to have 3, 0. 3, 0 equals 1. Okay? So the zero index is 1. Therefore, if you understand that, why don't you just go ahead and pause the video and try and solve these 4 problems right here on your own, okay, on your video tutorial note. Okay, so I've walked you through the steps. Have a look at this and compare it with your notes. X0 equals 1. 11 times 11, 0 is the same as 11 times 1, which equals 11. 7 times 3, 0 is the same as 7 times 1, which equals 7. And here we have letters and exponents. Let me use a different color here. We have letters and exponents. So I took the M3, and we subtracted the 3's to get M0. The 4 and the 2, we subtracted to get n2. We know that m0 is the same as 1. 1n squared is the same as n squared. Make sure you've taken notes here, all right, on your video tutorial notes, because this is great stuff. Okay, so we have the reciprocal points of a n and a negative n. This is kind of weird, okay? This is kind of strange, but remember, reciprocal is, I gave you the example when I stood on my head, right? The reciprocal is you take like, the reciprocal of 2 over 1 is 1 over 2, all right? That's the reciprocal. We just flip the numbers. So we know that a negative 1 is 1 over a, all right? That is reciprocal. Because if I write a1, that is a. If I write a negative 1, it is 1 over a. We have the reciprocal, okay? And I think with this, you just need to remember, okay, we have our example here. 3 negative 1 is the same as 1 over 3. So maybe pause the video and quickly try to do C and H. All right, your answers should look like 8 negative 1 is the same as 1 over 8, 1, which is the same as 1 over 8. 7 negative 2 is the same as 1 over 7 to the power of 2, which is equals to 1 over 49. Make sure you're not going 7 times 2, which is 14. That would be very incorrect. We get a little more complicated here with our fractions and a negative exponent. But again, we just see, okay, it's simply the reciprocal of that. So we basically take those numbers and flip them upside down. 3 over 5 to the power of negative 2 is the same as 5 over 3 to the power of 2. And then we can actually simplify those. Okay, here we have a little bit of complicated when we're combining the 0 index and the -1 index. We know that 8 to the power 0 is the same as 1, and 8 negative 1 is the same as 1 over 8. And then we just have our fractions, and we get a nice juicy fraction. Ugh. All right, so give this D and I a shot. See if you can do this on your own. Pause the video and try that. Okay, I'll walk you through these as they get a little bit more complicated. You should have had 5 negative 1 is the same as 2 over 5. That's it. It's as simple as that. Let's look at the other one, 2 over 3. Negative 3 should simply be 3 over 2, 3, 3. And now we simplify that. We know 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So our answer, simplified answer, should be 27 over 8 for I. That's it for this tutorial. Please make sure you've taken notes carefully and put that on your video tutorial note.